Yes, people, what is going on? Hope you are all good. Chelsea win 2-0 against Everton, and it is a superb result for the Blue Boys. I'm very happy. I am really, really happy. And there's a lot of positives to take out of this game. I'm not going to sit here and say it was absolutely perfect, but I'm very happy with 3 points. That should always be the main thing. Before we get into this video, make sure you subscribe if you are new around here. I'm going to leave a link in the description below as well. My mate is trying to do a university dissertation. If you could help him out, link literally in the description. It takes 5 minutes to do a survey. Generally would help a lot. But anyway, let's get into the game. Make sure you subscribe if you're new around here. Do that survey and let's get into it. Chelsea escape VAR crap. VAR could have cost Chelsea a game, could have cost Chelsea 2 points today. Everton weren't that good, I can't lie, but a perfectly reasonable goal for Kai Havertz gets ruled off for VAR. And again, if the game is 1-0, the game doesn't go the way that it does, it costs Chelsea, we concede a penalty, something stupid along those lines, it goes in 1-1, it's poor. But Chelsea obviously escaped that. It's a very good performance from certain individuals, and the person who was at the kind of the centre of the VAR controversy was Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz, let's talk about positives from him today. He gets, is it an assist or is it goal bound? I think it's going wide. I don't know if you can class it as an assist. But either way, the ball gets played into him for the first goal. He kind of taps it and it goes obviously enough for the deflection. We'll come on to it more in a moment. He played really well today. The second goal, he wins the penalty. Again, we'll talk about it in a moment. But for the one that was disallowed, let's get into this because this is a really big talking point. It's something I want to cover early doors so I don't forget about it. Is Werner's goal against Liverpool that was disallowed because his T-shirt line was offside. He was pointing for where he wanted the ball, running, and the T-shirt line is offside. Now, Kai Havertz, the ball hits his arm. The ball hits his arm. I'm not going to be the one that sits here and says it doesn't. The ball hits his arm. But I think it hits it above the T-shirt line. Now, if you're going to disallow Timo Werner's goal for the T-shirt line, and then you're going to disallow Kai Havertz's goal for the T-shirt line, when the ball or when the offence is taking place either side of it, you're just contradicting yourself. So there is no consistency with VAR at all. Now, for me, old school rules, that hits Kai Havertz's arm, it's perfectly reasonable to be disallowed. Right, I completely am all for it. But if the rules are going to be you want to go from this T-shirt line, it's the line of handball, then you have to give Kai Havertz's goal. Or you have to give Timo Werner's goal. One of them has to stand. There is no consistency. There is no balance in this. There's contrast. There is this complete and utter contrast. You want to count one, the other one counts. You don't want to discount that one, you have to count that one. That is fact. That is how it happens. Excuse me. Oh. Orange squash not doing good for me. Right, the VAR thing again, very quickly. It has one of those goals has to count. I think it's the Kai Havertz one. I think it's completely fine. But Timo Werner's one again, it's a shit roll. But VAR is not the problem. It is the stupid idiots that are using VAR. It's Michael Oliver today. I can't remember who it was doing it the other day. I want to say it was Tierney, but I might be wrong in that. They can't use it. They've got these inconsistent rules, left, right and centre, that are they're just contradicting themselves the whole time. There's no substance to what they're saying. The only one that they get bang on correct all the time, apparently, is if something is onside or not. Well, apparently they can't do it because Timo Werner's one the other day, everyone said it was onside, but there we are. Educate the people that are using VAR on how to use VAR correctly, and we have half a chance. I don't think any Premier League referees were used in Europe this week. And I don't remember any being used at the last major tournament that we had, which I'm pretty sure was the World Cup. Might have even been the Women's World Cup. Either way, not a lot were used. It shows the standard of the Premier League refereeing and English refereeing in general, but there we are. Help these people out. They almost cost us today. They almost cost us against Liverpool. Again, goals go in, helps our favour massively. Let's talk about the goals. Let's talk about the positives. VAR is shit. Referees that are using VAR is shit. Everything is shit. Oh, it's all shit. Apart from what's not shit is Kai Havertz playing as a false nine. That is not shit at all. That is very good. Chelsea have struggled having a focal point up front for quite a while. Giroud is great and the biggest target man we've got. Love him, but he can't move around. Tammy Abraham is a massive unit. He's got no heading ability and he only manages to score tap-ins. So you have to walk the ball into the net. Timo Werner, too small. Quick, but too small. All of these have got negatives. But I didn't see a single negative about Kai Havertz playing as a false nine today. I generally didn't. I think he's got better size than Mason Mount has, who's played it recently. He's got better, what do I say, finishing? Probably, yeah, he's got better finishing. Again, Mason Mount had a wonder strike against Liverpool. But he probably overall has got better finishing. And he's got more intelligence than Mason Mount as well. Wins the penalty and that kind of thing. The goal that obviously counted is not going to be Kai Havertz's goal. Lovely movement. Callum Hudson-Odoi finds out Marcus Alonso. Marcus Alonso then kind of chips the ball, fires the ball in towards Kai Havertz, and it's just a flick. Create your own luck. Kai Havertz did that. Send the ball goalward, and you don't know who it's going to go off. It was hit with pace. The flick still had pace on it, and I think it's Godfrey got in the way of it, and it goes in past Pickford. Nothing Pickford could have done about it. Bugger all Godfrey could have done about it. But we created our own luck. It's good from our point of view. We have to do it more. Flip side of that, Kai Havertz had one earlier on in the half where he tried to chip the ball into Timo Werner, had no pace on it. If you'd have drilled that straight back across goal, could have got deflection, could have gone in anywhere. That's old school five-a-side football tactics, that is. If you've ever played down at goals, you'll know. But that's something that we need to be able to do a little bit more of. Create our own luck. That kind of thing does happen. The penalty, it's a lovely ball through. Kai Havertz again goes round Pickford. Pickford doesn't make any contact with the ball. I don't care what anyone says. He got close to it, to be fair, but he doesn't make contact with the ball. And Jorginho dispatches it. I like what I've seen. I love the fact that we didn't concede again against an Everton team that are scoring goals and counter-attacking is their main threat. But they also haven't conceded in the last 3 games. We've broken them down twice, which is good. But we broke them down a lot more than that as well. Jordan Pickford made some really good saves and kept them in the game for a lot longer than they probably should have been. But we created 18 chances, hit the target 8 times, and we scored a penalty and an own goal. You still see the same problem coming into effect. Timo Werner had 2 or 3 that he could have buried. Kai Havertz again could have had 2. Probably should have had 2. Didn't end up getting any on the night. But, you know, we're creating these chances, which is really good to see. And we're not conceding them at the other end, which again is really good to see. But I sort of had someone in my live stream. Maybe do we just play Kai Havertz as a false 9, kind of number 10 role, and that's all our problems, and we don't need to buy Haaland. We still need to buy a banging centre forward, and Haaland, I think, is going to be the one to do it. We still need that. Again, we create these 8 chances on goal. We put 5 of them away if it's Haaland, probably. You know, we create 18 overall. We probably put 10 of them away, genuinely, because he is that clinical. That's what we need to get kind of aspire to. I'm not going to say it's one player's going to be an instant fix, but that's what we need to aspire to. Chelsea created a lot of chances. I'm very happy with how we played. I'm very happy we got 3 points. This result vindicates, is that the word? I don't know what the word I'm looking for. But anyway, this game makes the Liverpool game worthwhile. That's what I'm trying to get to the point of. This makes that game worthwhile. Because if we go and beat Liverpool, we drop 2 points to these lot and draw, bear in mind they have a game in hand over us, then we're just throwing points away. It doesn't get us to where we want to be. Where now with their game in hand, they still can't be above us because we were a point ahead. Even if they win, they are still a point behind us. So it's an absolutely massive result for us today. This game, this is what I want to see more of, week in, week out. It's better. It's a lot better. I like the fact that we played against Liverpool and we played purely on the counter-attack. That was how we were going to go and win the game. And today we had the ball against a very good defensive unit. Probably would have been a little bit better if they'd have had Yerry Mina, but they played a 5 at the back and we broke them down twice and scored from it. Not perfect, but a lot better. I like the fact we created so many chances against the back 5. I'm very happy. So, yeah. It's annoying about VAR and the refereeing standards in the Premier League. They are shit. I hate to say it. They are shit. Chelsea had, I think, a perfectly fine goal chalked off, but that's by the new rule. If you get rid of this new rule and just do old school, if it hits your arm, it's handball, and you can't score with your arm, sit down with that team will be onside, then it's fine. But again, it's so much inconsistency. Why are we surprised that these things are happening on a regular basis? But either way, it's 3 points for Chelsea. It means we're in the top 4. And I'm happy. I am very, very happy. So thank you for watching. I need a wee. Make sure you subscribe if you're new around here. And there's a ginormous spider that's moving currently. So I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. See you later.